evening and welcome to Sports on Monday, bringing you a comprehensive review of the weekend sporting action across the kingdom. On tonight's program, we are joined live in studio by Nobuhle Dlamini, who will unpack the junior golf tournament held on Saturday under her foundation, an initiative focused on developing young talent and growing the game of golf at grassroots level. We also turn our attention to football as we review match day 11 of the MTN Premier League of Eswatini. Mbabane Swallows claimed an important victory over Manzini Wanderers, while Moneni Pirates were held to a draw by Green Mamba. We'll also bring you all the other results and key highlights from the weekend's fixtures. This is Sports on Monday.
Now, as you've heard, this is your Monday edition of Sports on Monday. We're just 16 days away from the new year 2026, and we do not stop by dishing you all the sporting activities that are taking place in the country. Once again, as you've heard, we have a special guest in the studio who will be getting a chance just to have a chat with her. What's the journey it's been like with the foundation, and just look at her profession and how is she doing in general in terms of golf and other activities that she's involved in. But before we introduce our special guest today, let's talk about the full activities over the weekend, especially the Nobuhle Golf Challenge and the MTN Premier League over the weekend. What a story it was for the two sporting gods. Take a look at this.
The 2025 edition of the Nobuhle Dlamini Junior Golf Challenge got underway over the weekend at the Royal Swazi Spa in Eswatini, continuing its mission of developing young talent in the game of golf. The tournament is aimed at grooming junior golfers between the ages of 6 and 18, providing a competitive platform for growth and exposure. This year marked the 4th edition of the tournament since its inception, with a record of 133 junior golfers taking part. This represents a significant increase from the inaugural event in 2021, which attracted just 68 participants, highlighting the steady growth of junior golf in the country. In the boys' 8 division, Mongiwethu Masuku, who has been part of the challenge since the first edition, emerged as the eventual winner. The girls' division was won by Kayla Zwane, while the senior boys category saw Nkululeko Mgometulu claim top honors.
Jabule kakhulu ukuthi kuphumelele tournament ya Nobuhle Dlamini, so mina ngidlale kahle kakhulu.
For me, I guess it would be like, it was a nice game because I don't play to win but just to enjoy. And plus I just need to remember the skills that I've been taught and then play. It was fun for me. I'm about to count my scores, but for me it was okay. I think I improved.
It was fun, and at the same time it was a bit hard, but it was fun.
Beautiful stuff. The kids are quite excited to be a part of the Nobuhle Dlamini, Junior Golf Challenge. And as a Eswatini TV here in the studio, we're also quite excited to have her. It's not every time you get a chance to be part of, such activities in terms of, junior golf, challenge competition. But when you have a golfer in the country who is based, outside the country, but known, that she was raised and she started the sport here in the Kingdom of Eswatini. She has decided to bring that talent here back in the country by, capacitating youngsters, both girls and boys from the age of 6 to up to 18. Then it says a lot, the passion she has about the sport. We'll be talking to her for the next 15 to 20 minutes or so. And also just understanding her journey. I mean, a couple of years ago, we had a interview with her in the studio where she told us what she wanted to achieve. We saw how far she's gone. Go Sigvusele, not only the kids are excited to have you, Nati, we're excited to have you here at Eswatini TV. Good to see you, Gos. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me to the studio. It's always a pleasure to be here. Yeah.
You know what I told myself today? Papers, pen, and let's just talk. It's December. Let's just talk. It's December.
Good thinking.
Let's just talk, yeah. Anything you're comfortable with, we'll talk about it. But let's talk about the challenge, because the Junior Golf Challenge, we're talking about the 4th edition. When I was looking at the stats, when you started, you had 68 kids, but now we're talking about you having 133 kids. That's an achievement.
Yes, It's a very big achievement, considering where we've come from.
True.
And I'm actually impressed at how fast we've grown with the work that we've done. The kids are there. The country's got talent. I think Eswatini kufanele kwati lokho. We're a nation with a lot of potential. What I've noticed in the past years is that we get new kids coming in, but laba lesaqala nabo solo bakhona.
Yeah, the likes of
they are loving it. Bomongi, they've improved so much. The scores are so much better. And each year we do this, we get newcomers, we register them to join and play. They stay and they play. And every year we're there, newcomers come in. And that's how we're growing. To an extent that we've reached a point where we are able to extend and try to develop the skill of the kids by adding 10 to 11 more events in the year.
True.
So that they can play more consistently, continuously, so that they can get better.
I was actually getting there because you normally meet them every year in December, but now you've changed to say for them to get such prizes that we're seeing on the screen, now you're starting to make it more consistent to say per year, maybe have 3 or 4 editions. So starting from next year, when can we see them again back on the course?
We are still doing bookings with the courses in terms of allowing them space to play. But we are sure that we're starting in February next year. Okay. And we're hoping to have 1 event each month. If we can't, then we'll squeeze them into their school holidays.
Sure.
Your March, April holidays, and then the winter holidays, and then later, if we're struggling to get 1 every month. But we're definitely looking at about 10 to 12 events in the year.
I was quite impressed with some of the shots I was just looking at here and say the kids are quite talented, if you can see that. But then another question that I always ask myself, the response from the parents. I mean, we're a country, we're not there fully in terms of sports being a professional, profession. But then, what's the response so far from the parents when you engage them, when you're having conversation with the parents of these young stars? But see, they are willing to support you.
You know, I'm quite pleased with the parents. They are so supportive. They bring the kids. They've shown so much gratitude to what's happening with golf development. And with the kids, they're happy to bring the children to be there to play golf, and they also feel like golf is a safe space for their kids and it can change their futures. It's not only about playing to become a professional golfer, like I've become a professional golfer.
True.
Not all of them are gonna be capable of playing competitively, but there's so many opportunities that will come up for them.
You still picture yourself when you are this age as well?
Very well, very clearly. I remember everything. And for me, it was a great learning phase for me.
And some of them are doing better than how you were doing at that age.
Correct.
Which then tells you that maybe...
They're so good. We just need to nurture the talent. They've got so much potential. They can play, but their skills need to be enhanced. You need to teach them etiquette. You need to teach them the rules and empower them and grow their game and the skill of the game.
Okay. I know you're exposed internationally in terms of competitions and everything that you attend. We've seen in another sporting course, but does this say now, these kids, at some of them, do they stand a chance to say at some point you take them and then expose them to international competition? Once you see that there's talent at its best, then you pick 1 or 2.
It's possible. I could already pick some of them that were playing. I heard earlier when you were speaking, you said we take from about 6 to 18. So when we started, I decided to include the ones that are over 18.
Okay.
Because they play well up until 18 and they've got so much potential.
Yeah.
Then what happens?
Yeah, the talent.
You know, and at 18, you are so vulnerable to societal issues.
Sure.
You're still young. And that's when you're really almost at your peak when it comes to golf. You're still learning. So I thought, let's give them a few more years and help them enhance their skill. Some of them would have come from poor backgrounds. They finish school, but they can't afford tertiary education. Then let's look at how can we help them in terms of developing their education.
Okay.
Use golf to better their education. And I think we might eventually get to that point. It's on my to-do list. I want to help them get an education. It's just a matter of discussing with the departments of education and scholarships.
All the stakeholders.
All the stakeholders that support students to get an education. It's possible, and I think we can change lives that way.
Now, Nobusha, remember I just said no pens, no papers. Today we're just having a conversation.
Yeah.
You're a mom now.
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
You're happy with it?
It's not just okay, I'm
I
happy
normally
with
hear
it.
people say that when you have a foundation or a baby like this, a project like this, that involves kids.
Yeah.
And then when you have a kid of your own, then the treatment is different. When you started it 4 years ago to today, now that you're a mom, is it different? Because now you understand what it is to be a mom. And you are taking care of 133 kids, referring to this past weekend. So the approach and the manner of talking to them, now it's different because they're a mom.
I've always loved kids and I've always interacted with kids. That's why I invited them to the golf day.
Okay.
My son is just another one of the kids and he'll be playing soon. He's
Oh,
2 years.
soon.
He's 2 years old now. I'm giving him another 2 years. Maybe he'll be able to play 4 holes or so in the tournament.
That's good.
Yeah, so he'll be part of them and he'll be competing as well.
All right.
Yeah.
We get part of that conversation shortly, the life outside the Nobusha project, and talk about how you've been. But now, concluding this part, now you've got 133 kids from this past weekend. You talked about now the future and everything. Now, let's talk about how now you might now, in the near future, say, you know, this foundation can actually not only benefit them on the course. Yes, you did talk about them going to school. But then I want to see them now. Can they now, in the next 5 years, say, we want to be professional golfers? Are they spirited enough to say, we want to do this? Because the prizes are quite exciting. I mean, you get motivated by getting this. Can they go all the way to say, they can just be like you and be professional golfers?
Yes, as I've said, I think this past weekend, I spotted about 4 or 5 whom I could say can go and
All the
maybe have
way.
a chance and go all the way, play professionally and make a living out of it.
Okay.
There's potential. They can definitely do it. The other ones are still much younger, but there's definitely potential and we can create a program to get them to that level. It is possible. It is done. I've seen it being done. I went through it. I see it every day and I can apply it.
I'll commend you this one. You see, probably this boy was seeing right now on TV, probably around 9, 10. I've seen something about golf. I remember when you just turned professional, and you mean your early stages in the sport, you were so focused and serious. You didn't want anyone to disturb you. Not to say you're no more the same, but that's how it was. And I look at Jamie today, he's at that level where if there's a tournament at Royal Swazi, 3 days before the main tournament, he's there the whole day, just practicing as if it's the end of the world. Is this how you want us to take the sport as a Maswati? Because if you want to step into your shoes, be professional to the extent of playing outside the country, we need to take it to the end of, to the next level. Is this what you want from a Maswati?
Definitely. Well, let's put things into perspective. You wake up and go to work, whatever your job is.
Yeah.
We say the average job is
8 to 5.
8 to 5.
Yeah.
It's 8 hours of work,
Okay.
right? I, as a professional golfer, I set my own 8 to 5
Okay.
or even more. I wake up at 5:30, I'm up, I go to the gym.
Every day.
Every day, Monday to Friday. I go to the gym. And then I'm at the golf course by 7:30, 8 o'clock. I hit balls and I go play. Playing takes about 4 hours, 4.5 hours. Hitting balls, I'll hit balls for 2 hours, go play for 4.5 hours, come back and hit balls for another 2.5 hours. I've done 10 hours already.
Oof.
The day is
Just
gone.
one day.
I enjoy what I do. I want to get better at it. And the one who works the hardest, it always shows when it's time
And the
to
results
compete.
in the field of play, yeah.
Correct.
Let's talk about you. Last time you and I had a conversation was in 2023, somewhere in July, and I think you're on a break. Care to talk about that?
Yeah,
2023,
2023.
you're on a break.
Yes, 2023, I was having a baby.
Yeah,
My son was born in September
okay.
2023, actually.
Then you return
I
February
returned-
2024,
I returned 2024, a year later, 2024.
which is last year,
Yeah, 2024, July.
yeah. Okay. Obviously, a baby is a beautiful thing, but how much did that change your career and your busy schedule of competition? I mean, we used to wake up everyday headlines. Nobuhle in China, Nobuhle in the US, Nobuhle in Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are countries you've visited now, you're not sure. So let's talk about how you having a baby and, having a family, it has changed everything. Not to say negatively, but how it has, it's no more the same. You've got a lot of responsibilities to take care of.
It's changed a lot, but not in a negative way.
Yeah,
And I wouldn't even want to turn back the time.
true.
I've enjoyed every single moment with my
Okay.
baby and my husband.
All right.
I just don't have as much time in my hands as I did before
Okay.
because my baby is my responsibility and I want to give him 100% of my time and
So
raise
how
my
did you
child.
cope? I mean, 2 years, you need to go to the gym. The baby is like, Mommy, don't go anywhere, and you need a gym. Have you provided, situations that allow you to be in a gymming area?
Yeah, I mean, since I've really tried to incorporate him into my schedule.
Okay.
For example, in Lina Josie, I've put up a studio. I can hit balls indoor.
Okay.
I've got a TrackMan. It's a tracking device that helps you with your technique.
Okay.
It's very useful for those who play overseas in the snow. They can't play
Okay.
outside. Golf courses are closed, so that's what we use.
All right.
So I've put that up in the house. I've also got a gym in the house.
Okay.
We've also sent the baby a creche.
Okay.
He's still very small, but he
that's
goes and
good.
plays. When he goes and plays for 4 hours, I'm busy in the house.
All right.
When he comes back, I go and do golf course work for another 4 hours.
So you're
That's
still
8.
committed to the sport.
I'm still very committed.
And from what I'm hearing, they support you. Your family supports you fully when it comes to the sport.
Very much so.
Now, 2 questions before I let you go. Let's look at the future of the golf challenge, the junior golf challenge. What in the next 3 years, where do you want to see this project that you have?
So immediately, I would like to see us playing these 10 to 12 events in the year and having an order of merit winner. Intermediately, I would say 2 to 3 years. The Nobuhle Dlamini Foundation must have its own training base.
Okay.
And long-term project, 5 years, we want to be sending kids for professional qualifications to get them to play professionally. It's a 5-year cycle. They qualify. When they qualify, they go and play, and those who are now old enough, over 18, help them get an education through the sport.
Okay.
They get educated and they come back home and they work in the golf industry. And so we grow the game and the ecosystem of golf in the country grows.
There's a golf academy opening at Ngonyeni. I don't know if you've heard about it.
I saw it, yeah.
You saw it?
Yeah.
Any way of maybe you can partnering with them, or they can maybe come and get the talent from your
There are
foundation?
possibilities. There are possibilities, and because it's golf, we all play golf. The kids are gonna end up playing with one another at some point. So growth everywhere is good for the game.
Okay.
whether it's at Ngonyeni, Big Bend, Usutu. It's good for the sport.
All right.
Yeah.
Beautiful stuff. Now, I have to let you go, but, you know, loyal viewers at home, they want to know your schedule. In terms of now, you're on break, December. So January, do you hit the course again? You're back in competition?
Our tournaments resume on the 4th of February
Okay.
Next year.
Okay. Which one is that?
It's in Humud Super Sport Challenge.
Okay.
Humud, which is in PE, Port
PE.
Elizabeth.
Okay. Following that?
Vencourt,
Okay.
Royal Joburg.
And then?
Um,
There are many. You're thinking
it's a
about
lot.
them.
I've got a busy schedule from February till end of April. Then
Yeah.
maybe I'll have a short break and then I'll head out to Europe.
To Europe.
Yes.
Well, once again, wish you the best, and knowing that you are always followed in terms of all the activities that you're involved in. Thank you very much for the activities involving young kids and also for the future of the sport in the country. And all this, I'm sure the parents are quite excited. Thank you very much for your time and what you're doing for the sport.
Thank you very much. Nathi siyabonga Global Supportile. Without the sponsors that we've had, this wouldn't be possible. And I thank the parents, I thank the children for the motivation that they show. It also motivates me to do even more.
All right, beautiful stuff. Thank you very much. That is the one and only Eswatini professional golfer based outside the country. That is Nobuhle Dlamini. But always she makes sure that she gets back in the land to monitor the foundation, where kids over the weekend, 133, they were gathered at the Royal Swazi Spa Ezulwini for that exciting tournament. She is extending that hand. She is extending that effort to what she's achieved so far as a golfer. As you've heard, the calendar of activities for her is quite busy from February to April next year. So do get a chance on socials and follow all the activities. A short break. When we come back, the full focus is on the M10 Premier League Day 11. Some beautiful action at the Mapso Sports Center after this.
Ukashane ufuna bekudukane katha le backhand yakhe le right yakhe kakhulu Sepa phakathi please.
We've just seen that is the Inside the Sport every Thursday. So we'll be catching up with Coach Maxwell Ngwenya, the Eswatini boxing coach. So do stay tuned every Thursday from 9 p.m. We do make sure that we profile those coaches from these different sporting codes. Now, M10 Premier League Day 11 was another weekend where, in terms of results, some surprising results and some shocking goals were scored over the weekend. Here is an insert to show you in some of the venues, especially at the Mapso Sports Center, what was the story about.
The MTN Premier League entered its 11th match day, with the standout fixture of the weekend seeing Babane Swallows face Manzini Wanderers at the Mavuso Sports Center. Coming into the match, Wanderers were rooted at the bottom of the table, searching for only their second win of the season. Swallows, meanwhile, were looking to bounce back after suffering defeat to Moneni Pirates at the same venue a week earlier. A moment of silence was observed across all Premier League matches over the weekend, following the passing of Muzi Bondas Simelane, a devoted Babane Swallows supporter. Swallows showed early intent, creating chances through Njongo Mazibugo on 2 occasions. The Wanderers responded with a few half chances, but struggled to penetrate the Swallows' defense. Alric Pandumoya came close to giving Swallows an early lead, while Bongi Karas Makakula also threatened late in the first half, but the teams went into the break goalless. In the second half, Wanderers showed brief moments of promise, though nothing troubled Swallows goalkeeper Sandanezwe Matabela. But the game was temporarily halted following a heavy collision between Swallows striker Wandile Simelane and Wanderers goalkeeper Mario Jasmine. After receiving treatment for nearly 20 minutes, Jasmine was forced to leave the field. With 20 minutes of additional time, Swallows capitalized quickly. Lizwe Dlamini opened the scoring with a fine finish following a long throw from Bongi Makakula. Moments later, Wandile Simelane doubled the lead to secure all 3 points for the Birds. The win lifts Mbabane Swallows to 9th place on the league table with 15 points from 11 matches, while Manzini Wanderers remain bottom with 6 points.
Yeah, we had to take deep, of course. We started slow, though we had chances still in the first half. We were not clinical again. Same, we missed chances first half, we missed chances again. We've been working on our last box entries, but it is not coming together. But we will insist and try and work and improve our finishing. Otherwise, the game, I think we played well. We played well, we were in control of the game. But when you control the game, you need to score.
So long figure, I think this is one game we applied ourselves. It's just that highlight lose a local keep. I think that is why we just put I think we dropped our heads and keep it. Then we got punished. As always, as the story, there's some lapse of concentration. Then we punish individual mistakes. But these are the things that makes you want to go back to training because you know that you got a job, you're going to correct them. I think after they scored the first goal, I think we lost it a little bit in terms of tactically. The whole team wanted to go forward. We lost our structure in keeping. That is what we wanted to the second goal. But you know what? We still remain a good team, so that we can do it.
The other encounter at the Mavuso Sports Center saw Moneni Pirates host Green Mamba in a match that ended in a goalless draw. The first half saw notable chances from Sabelo's Kali Nzinisa, while Pirates left back Vugile Khumalo played a key role in keeping his side competitive. In the second half, Pirates enjoyed several promising moments but failed to convert, while Green Mamba attackers Skali and Banele Pupus Konze also struggled in front of goal. The major talking point came when Andile Mamba of Modneni Pirates was brought down inside the penalty area, but no spot kick was awarded. And that's a wrap on an explosive Week 11 in the MTN Premier League.
Ihamba according to plan because Bugile Rogoti Green Mamba plays with 3 at the back. So we tried to frustrate them, and then the unfortunate thing we couldn't utilize our half spaces. Otherwise, if we had stretched them, they start going out to score.
Sishaywe ubathi nje ma strikers la sharp solo lo topman wethu ngoba akayitholanga kahle i-pre-season training bekanesema injuries isikhathi so kune void lenkulu such that mawubuke ama-stats last season kubo 7 games bekasanabo 10 games so nyalo uyawubona lokuthi kunemkhathi lomkhulu and kulamalanga vele sidependa kulama midfield and strikers to finish emagoli so namuhla ayi kube dry.
Royal Leopards stormed past Mbabane Highlanders 3-1, showing why they're title contenders, while Young Buffaloes snatched a vital 1-0 win over Nsingizini Hotspurs in a nail-biting clash. In a 5-goal thriller, Manzini Seabirds edged Eswatini United 3-2, keeping the fans at the edge of their seats. Malandi Chiefs were clinical at home, beating Tabankulu Celtics 2-0, while Ubombo Sugar and Rangers shared the spoils in a 1-1 draw. And finally, Sisonke claimed a crucial 1-0 victory over Amawele, adding another twist to the league table. Week 11 delivered goals, drama, and heart-stopping moments. The MTN Premier League is sizzling, and the race for glory is far from over. Following the weekend's results, Green Mamba remained 4th on the log with 19 points, just 3 points behind the log leaders in Nsingizini. Mbabane Swallows move up to 9th place with 15 points from 11 matches, easing pressure at the lower end of the table. Moneni Pirates stay in the 12th position on 12 points, still searching for consistency. Manzini Wanderers remain bottom of the table with 6 points, continuing their struggle for survival. As the season progresses, the battle at both ends of the table continues to intensify, with every point now proving crucial in the race for the league honours and the fight to avoid relegation.
ukhashane ufuna bekududane katha libackhand yakhe ne-right yakhe kakhulu thepha phakathi please.
Now, another production by Eswatini TV sports team. Every Thursday, do catch the Inside the Sport, where there's a profile of a different official in a different sporting cause. Having witnessed Welcome Klabatsi last week, Thursday, this weekend, we join hands with Maxwell Ngwenya of boxing, where you once again get a chance to know about his story, the club, the moment he teaches them how to play golf, and all those details. Now, currently, as we speak, he's already left the country for the representation at the Anoka Games. We'll talk about him being with the national team in Angola. Now, that is for Thursday, 9 p.m. local time on Eswatini TV. Every Thursday, different officials. Now, let's get back home because the full focus now for the next 30 minutes, where you as a viewer as well, you'll be part of the conversation. The M10 Premier League is getting hectic and is taking a different twist. Right here next to me, a man to give you more analysis is our in-house analyst in that Lamini. Oof, Lamin. Khona bafuna ukusho but ngiyatibamba ngivusele ingozi.
Sibalwami ngikuthola okukhulu ngivusele ilwel viewer ekhaya ngiyabonga kumukela ehlelweni umsombuluko sibale sikhuluma nzabadete temidlalo letahlukahlukene ikakhulu kade itebhola because at the moment isa leader yeah tinvo tendeka sibale sesikhathi uyatibuta ukuthi le bhola kahle kahle siyayithanza noma sifuna kuthiwe sisebholeni noma sinema interests ide la ebholeni kodwa nje lema questions lawo
so deep kakhulu okay chubeka
yeah but nje sibale overall I think sibona i-league le very interesting ngasho ukuthi i-interesting because kunema teams lobongacabanga ukuthi after lama games lasadlaliwe angaba kule position la kuyo so ngiko lengisithi but letinye tetinvo letendeka behind the scenes ngito lethi base confuse kakhulu move because nawubuka ukuthi ngala ebholeni ubuka le log ukuthi time kanjani ngibani bayacabanga ukuthi sibet after game 11 ingaba ibambene neNsingizini noSpurs ezulwini ingabe nayo ishiwa ngiyo isibet neNsingizini nga 4 points so uyabona ukuthi ku tough
ngebo Aston Villa la khaya
exactly Aston Villa yes in England yes just like sibet ezulwini le competition bayifaka but at the moment bonakala ngathi iNsingizini noSpurs ifuna kuyiphinda.
Let's get to the games of the weekend at the Moso Sports Center. Moneni Pirates, the first game of course. Moneni Pirates host Green Mamba. Okay, let's start with Mbabane Swallows rather. I mean, it was the crash of the weekend. It was the biggest game of the weekend. Mbabane Swallows and Manzini Wanderers. Ngembuto Master, nasikhuluma ngama category A game in the country. This is category A.
Yes.
This is your City, Liverpool, your Chiefs, Sundowns, your Zamalek, and I'm talking about every country. There's a category A game, not a derby, but a category A game. So there was a moment of silence, of course, for the devoted supporter, but when it was a devoted supporter who did pass away, Moses Melane. So across the games that played over the weekend, so that is the moment. But for Wanderers, Master, what's worrying you now, Babuga, as a team?
Before sifike lapho Fabrice, I think bokhuluma ngalo moment of silence yakhe Bondas, sihlole number 1 fan yembabona solos, even the national team. Itolo, I think I was going through the messages. One of my loyal viewers alule hlelo leli. Every time utawubhala mphathi wami ngathi sisibukele khamba kahle mphathi wami ninjani tonke letinvo leto Fabrice, so may his soul rest in peace. May his soul rest in peace. But sikhuluma ngayo ibhola Fabrice, as usho ukuthi kunama games lo wabonayo ukuthi cha lama games lawa njengoba ubona ukuthi Mbabona Solos Mazini Wanderers vele this is one of kule big 3 bekudlala lo 2, and some of the chances Fabrice ngithe nangibuka this game ingitshela ukuthi ema teams ethu awadlali as a team. Angathi noma uyangi-understand.
Okay. Kuba individual performance.
Yes. The players abadlali as a team. They abadlali ngathi mhlambe kukhona lokuvana that chemistry lekhona. I think some of the chances utawabona as aqhubeka, because this chance nje iyakutshela ukuthi okay ngaba mhlambe kungcono lebekungenteka kukhona lebekungenteka lokungcono. Even this one, if utayibuka kahle, beautiful step over, but uyabona ukuthi le angle seyicishe i-tight kancane. What do you do ke wena? Kuna Karas wakha i-run la ngentasi just pass the ball kuye, then athi tap in kube goal. Even this one yakhe Karas, yes, lele ngikhuluma ngaye naye le chance lena ngicabanga labe kangakwenda ngcono ukuthi aphase. Hence ngithi mina our team, our players, they don't play as a team.
The other side same way, this was a chance he could have brought in the box. There was someone
again same chance. Now to ibuka bangafaka ifakela ngenhla aphasela umdlalo wakhe kube tap in.
Second half same issue as well. So usitshela ngako master, the issue of being wanting to be a safe player. You get a ball. But I think he tried here. He tried. There were numbers in the box. He brought in the box, but you know,
okay, with this one, I think he tried, but I think the only thing lebekumele ukuthi ayende ukuthi le bhola ibuye kancane la penalty spot kick kancane nje kancane ibuye la ngemuva kwalama defenders.
Okay. Now, I want to talk about a lot of things, Master. This is the contact, I think, which ended up seeing the goalkeeper getting out of the game. That is, of course, Wandile Smirane and goalkeeper Mario. And I think, he had to be, assisted for the next 20 minutes. It's only mid game. Basically, 2 minutes spins. The pass. When I would see it was a serious concern. And then now Mbuga Master, he's not okay here.
Okay, Fabrice, I'm worried. I'm worried, man, because he had head injury. More especially ngalendlela endeke ngayo. Lishayisa ngelidvolo enhloko. Awumdzinga umdlali ahambe.
Bakufuna bamthathe nge-ambulance, carry him on it.
In fact, kumele ukuthi alale phasi acede treatment, bamlayishe ku-stretcher, le stretcher sikhungwe. Because ima injuries la kanjena ungabona umuntu mhlambe abaleka. Uyabona bese kusolakala letinye tetinvo. I think
njengalokuthi kusolakalile vele.
Exactly. So I think kuloku
because yabona he's not energetic enough ukuthi angahamba yethu adzinga le support, but not walking.
No, kuhamba akameli. Akameli kuze kufika nje le period lena ukuthi ngathi soya ekhathi ngama dressing room bekungakameli umdlali once kwaba ne head injury. Uyalala phasi uthola treatment, hence ubona nale at the time 20 minutes, because le period vele ilaste for about 20 minutes, but it's tena seyibuya le game. I think le throw in le yakhe Karas kunetimvo leting 3 lengifuna ukukhuluma ngato. In fact 4. 1, the throw in, most of the teams asasebenzisa kakhulu throw-ins if vele team attendeki kahle. Even young Buffalo siyibonile over the years.
Is there a technique mas nawubuka ukuthi iyahamba vele ingene cuts and the power behind it?
Ifana ne-free kick.
Okay.
Ma-teams lafana bo-Brentford ayakwenda, teams like Arsenal ayakwenda. Young Buffaloes beyikwenda nga-order over the years. But ngifuna sikhulume ngalo leli goal, the throw-in ingena ecuts. If maybe mhlambe batawukhona ukuthi bazivetele futhi. The throw-in ayingena ecuts. Nayingena ecuts an experienced player, Long Palmer. Uthi akajaki because uyabona ukuthi kunebamvu embi kwakhe. Uthi okay, what do I do? Ngiyachestela bani, ngiyachestela lizwe. Lo ngemuva kwami. Look at this play.
But why are they not marked? Yena Palmer
the flick, boga. Uthi Palmer no, angithi flick ngesifuba, then lizwe. Ngekubuka nekunderstanda ukuthi the players are emenga kuphi. You pick a spot ngala right because goalkeeper usithekile. It's a beautiful goal. I think a combination yale team vele ngikhuluma ngato, the throw in, the flick, first ball ku near post, because now ibuka
defensively nakhona Nyakara ku Wanderers master.
Kakhulu.
Why is he standing alone?
Near post, Palmer, chest, then the finish. That half volley, it's a beautiful goal. But again, Manzini Wanderers, ngicinga ukuthi batibute nababuka leli goal leli ukuthi njani. How did it happen?
All right. Now the incoming goalkeeper had a tough time, especially after a couple of incidences. We just looking at how much pressure now Swallows had to apply. Ooh, Karas, that's a chance and a half.
Okay, Fabrice. Sometimes as a player, once wacabanga the outcome before ucabange the execution, it's a problem.
That's another one as well. Is it an issue of being too much of a left-footed player?
No. Cabanga embili.
Okay.
Than lendlela. But bakhuluma nge-destination more than the journey. Ngiko ke lokho. But again, I think Lana, yena Shaka is one of my strikers. Yes, one of my favorite strikers lakhona in the land. But if akakorela golela, bekutawubuyela kunakubengusho teamwork. Playing as a team, because there is a player ngendasi kwakhe and the angle bese ingasamvumeli, but ngekumathi Shaka ukuthi uguthi kanganani kumabhola la kanje ngeke uzumblame, because vele 9 out of 10 utalishaya.
Now the lines are opened for the viewers at home. You want to talk about the game itself, Babade Swallows, Manzini Wanderers, or the league itself, or the concerns that were raised by our in-house Linda Dlamini pertaining to health care of the players. And I also have a question myself, Master. If a game of this magnitude, like you said, only when you get a chance, you want to be selfish. Then, Master, talking about the national team, can you say 10 players from this game for the national team? It's a question mark.
Hey, gulukhuni man. Hey, gulukhuni.
Product nasingathi wena siyakuthatha la kusasa uyekudlana eCameroon. Tough game. Product wise. This is an A game, Master, remember?
Yeah.
Gulukhuni. Not to say ukuthi bayehluleka, but my decision making are still a problem.
I think kulo 22 ma players noma kulo 40 ma players ungathatha munye.
Hey, Master, so hashe kakhulu.
Yeah.
Ungamusho.
But if bekunguwe ngewuzofika ngisho ku3.
No, it's challenge. What's the problem? Before we maybe get to the next game. Lines are open, viewers at home.
I think sike sakuveta kancane the previous week. The players bashintsha kakhulu, the teams ashintsha kakhulu. Now ngathi nje uyabuka yes Manzini Wanderers bengadlali last season, but I think now buka I doubt if itawuqhubeka nalabadlali laba next season, because say prove ukuthi every season iyashintsha abadlali. Babona Swallows.
Asengibekise ngaWanderers mina ngiyasuka ku Leopard uya ku Moneni ne at some point, from Moneni nyalo kuMbabane Swallows as a striker. Is it a bad thing? Is it a good thing? Leopard Moneni Swallows. Is it a bad thing? Is it a good thing? Remember, we don't have enough strikers for the national team.
I think yes, we don't have enough strikers ku national team, but ukhona umdlali lesengimbone ema strikers. We do have a special player wakazwana, I think udlalela iMbabane Highlanders. That player wakhelwe i national team just that udzinga
Polishing.
udzinga nje lokupolishwa kancane na number 10 lo tam understand ukuthi as le striker langiso once wabamba le bhola yena wenda kanjani as a number 10 kuto assist.
Asesibuke masa ukuthi lama decision uthi tese akekho kule bhola yakithi in terms of self discipline and making decision. The game between Moneni Pirates and Green Mamba, let's take a look at how the story unfolded. They played a goalless draw, but there were some moments where you feel like a lot needs to be done in terms of club level. Master, this is another half A game, B game. It's an A game as well.
Yeah, it's an A game.
This is probably Tottenham, Manchester United.
Yeah, it's an A game. Yeah, A game exactly. Tottenham, Manchester United. But with Imoneni, I think lel goal leli noma this chance.
Yeah.
Bekumele ukuthi Imoneni ibambe some serious talk because you cannot
miss that chance.
When the mistake more especially if unemdlali lo njengaSikhali but again naye iSikhali ngihlale ngithi kuma situations la kanjena Fabrice because besophumile it's just that nje mhlambe kutaba likhona ukuthi ile chance iphinze ibuye siyibone.
Okay.
An experienced player lo njengaSikhali uyathi ukuthi once ngaba kule side lilangentasi then ngenda kanjani to open up my body just to finish because
let's just congratulate him for the speed, for reading the speed. Ukuthi aqhamuke quickly nje afike kule ball. That's enough. That's positive.
Yes.
That's experience.
Why kwaqala Fabrice na kunje iSikhali one
many steps.
Face a pass kwesibili why targeting the near post? Because it's easier to miss now target at the near post than the far post. Number 2, why vele ungakhathi inside? Because any touch na ukhatha inside across the goalkeeper kungenteka ukuthi bakufoul. Number 3, wena uyathatha ukuthi ungright vele na ukhatha inside utabe suthi tap in ngalo right wakho why you force khamba
lo moya ngathi master ushaye ama basics yebhola but as an experienced striker mina personally ngiva ngazi he's low on confidence. This is typical Skadi's goal.
Exactly.
But labanye batawuthi maybe these are basics because nabuka nendlela shengayo ofanya kuva bekabuke pass but ibunale technique
nendlela shengayo. Why targeting the near post?
Okay.
That's the first question.
All right.
Yes. The second question, because there's not so much pressure. Kuthi mhlambe i-tackle khona umdlalo lo tacklisha koyini. Just kuswinga nje kancane then ushaya ngalo right.
Now, let's carry on and look at the other side of the game. Moneni Pirates, I've been impressed with what Evugila Kumar is doing on the left side, especially whenever he's making those decisions. We'll look at that as well. But those are the moments you want to see him from a left back. And look, he's from that side to come here on the right back. So it tells you how of a complete player he is. But then Green Mamba was not done there. We talked about in terms of decision making and how maybe sometimes we need to work on how maybe our teams are coached. Since some of the moments that highlighted the first half. Now in the second half, Moneni Pirates did apply pressure. But when you look at this game, Master, on paper, who for you, will take 3 points on that day?
I think a draw because now what are the chances?
That's another one.
Yeah, the chances about Folile. Green Mamba begumele lokungenani mshaye 2 goals. Lokungenani. Moneni Pirates now on the other side. There's another chance.
Let's talk about this chance.
Lengifuna ukukhuluma ngayo. You see, Popo is an experienced player. Skal is an experienced player. Shish is an experienced player. But Popo, being Popo, before Stokuluma ngale chance ya Moneni Pirates le.
Yes.
That pass lengena kuSikhali khatse boxing.
Ngiyengitsike masa mina le ndasihamba ngaye namuhla. Where it's positive. Let's give credit. Crosses on the Popo as a number 10 Sorong machine. Those passes behind the strike, behind the defense, he's getting them. But sometimes ngiyakuva masukhala ngalo ukuthi bekufanele yini ay cross noma just give someone low in front of you.
Ngifuna kuyakhona. This chance, there is a player longena ekhatse boxing.
Yes.
Lo wenda a beautiful run
Yes.
by Makakula. Beautiful run. Lebe kumele nje ukuthi Popu athi through ball.
It's a pass actually. Bekata uthi pass.
Passing nje, a very very simple pass. Sometimes my players la skillful afuna kwenda the most difficult yet akameli. Buka
The cross yokufuna sikali
just a simple pass lengene katse boxini, a simple tap in bengakwenda and wahamba the hard way wazama ku head sikali is good, but I think vele bekutaba mhlambe ku bekutaba ligolele likhuni than nakule ngushoko.
On the other side, let's talk about Nyao also as a goalkeeper. Has been impressed so far in terms of his performance. He's improved. Not only am I saying he's improved as a player, he has always been a player, but now as he grows as a goalkeeper, he's also doing his best. We look at some of the moments in the game. But nabo Rafaela sifuna master. This chance, master. How on earth is not a penalty? Because you also even give a red card, but you failed to give the foul. So when I inquired about the situation, I think you
know why I'm surprised and why you cannot blame the referee. The second assistant referee is in line with the play.
Okay.
Umumvu lobone kahle ukuthi ingaphandle noma ingekhathi.
So ngisingablame the man in center.
Uyibonile foul.
Okay.
But abengekho sure ukuthi isekhathi noma ingaphandle. Look at the play.
Buka khona master. Awukashana.
No.
Yeah, ngisho lo sesent.
Yes, lo sesent, but if utoyibisela emva kancane utambona ukuthi the second assistant referee on the far side is in line.
Nanyaro siyambona
nanguya. Lebe kumele kube nguye lobona.
Yeah, we can hold it here now siyambone khona. And the action umdlali so vele usekhathe boxing.
So usekhathe boxing. So
okay.
Vele bekunguye lebe kumele asignale asinaka signala agijime abheke ekhathi ku.
So the man in center is spot on because he gave a red card. Yeah, red card denying a scoring opportunity. But the decision of the penalty.
And I think engqondweni yakhe nakanika le foul uthi ngawubona nga assistant wami ukuthi uyagijima yini kusho ukuthi penalty.
Maybe asibuke kokugcina masa nami ngiyacabanga ukuthi selayini noma outside the contact should it happen before inside there is the contact embili kancane let's embili kancane yes there is the contact master there is the contact
iqale kuphephelela
so it's on the line now master there's the line
iqale kuphephelela kuphi iqala kuphephelela kuphi.
Okay,
that's the rule. It's le rule. Ingaqala ngaphandle. But if iyaqhubeka iphelela ngekhathi.
Okay, uhamba ngale kahle sithi master the offense iyaqhubeka iyendeka kuze kwendeke boxing.
Yes. Iqhubekile yendeka ngekhathi yaphelela ngekhathi bekumele kube ipenalty.
Spot on master. The man right here must meaning love for everyone because the questions I'm asking it's what the viewer might ask. Yes. I know the rules of the game are there. Rules of the game the kid. Master, yes, one question before we let you go. But what do you take from what you've seen so far, 11 in the games? What is the one team that has impressed you?
I think Manzinsipet. Very, very impressed ngabo. Ezulwini yes mhlambe sebakhale past 2 games but for Nsingizini to be consistent after winning the league the previous year, I think it takes a special team kufika kule level ukuthi wonke muntu uthi next year ngebasishaya but buka ukuthi bakuphi top of the log. I think those 3 teams for me bang impressed.
And of course and Sipets being amongst the players. But Aston Villa sebaning. Subakulu master in-house analyst Linda Dlamini as was in the studio just to give us those analyses. A lot took place over the weekend, of course, and as we can say, a lot needs to be done in terms of us taking the game to the next level. And now we're back on Monday for other activities also, including the MTN Premier League. But do note that every Thursday live on Eswatini TV, you do have a show called Inside the Sport, where every different coach in different sporting code is being, spot on, showing us the talent of how he does the sport. Until we meet again next week, Monday, in the company of our in-house analyst, Linda Dlamini. Sigancha. Sithela kamnasi.
Ukhashane ufuna bekududane katha libackhand yakhe lo right yakhe kakhulu Sepa phakathi please
Most of the time nasicabanga mental health sicabanga kugula engqondweni sicabanga umvuna sekabuthe emaphepha which is not far-fetched kukahle but mental health is just how you regulate your thoughts in a manner that influences your emotions to relate positively with people standing on positive philosophies or belief system as expressed by your physical wellness. So it sounds pentadimensional. There are 5 aspects to it. You can never say you are mentally healthy when you're not physically okay. If I diagnose you today with diabetes, cancer, already your thoughts will be all over the place. So there's a close line between physical well-being and mental health. But we also want to appreciate that the loss of a loved one in terms of relationships or a failed relationship has that connotation of affecting your thought processes. So you cannot separate mental health from the relationship aspect of things. But we also want to say who says what to you in terms of what you believe, your self-esteem, your self-confidence, your self-concept, your self-assertiveness. What is it that you believe about life? It affects the way you think. So mental health has got that pentadimensional overlay of affecting all these 3 things. So for us to say somebody's mentally healthy, somebody should be able to successfully manage all these 5 aspects. You are physically well, you regulate your thoughts, you keep your emotions in check. Keeping emotions in check has everything to do with experience the emotion, but express it in an acceptable way. Philosophical inclinations, what do you believe about yourself, about the next person, and about the future? Human existence is under the continuous force of change. You're not the same girl you were 2 years back. Sure. You see, but in mental health, are you able to positively adjust to the changes in your life? So mental health is nothing but an art and a process of positively responding and adjusting to the changes in your life. Could be a relationship. You had somebody who meant a lot to you. Change comes, the relationship fails. Can you positively respond, adjust to it? So it has got that element of don't fight the change, but respond positively to the change. Then you are mentally healthy. And then last but not least, mental health has that element of acceptance. How long does it take for you to accept the things you can't change? And how long does it take for you to adapt to the things that just cannot be changed? So mental health has got that element of accepting the things you can't change, adjusting yourself to the things that you can change. So it's a very broad subject. And I'm so grateful that we've got so many voices and speakers that have been speaking about the subject.